Hi,
Hello,
I'm Julian.
and I'm Tom.
We are Team Binge. Thank you for joining us. We're not here to talk about The Outer Range. We're
No,
not here to talk about Ted Lasso. We're
not
here to
yet.
try something a little bit different. Tom, what are we doing today?
We have decided to watch a classic movie film of ours, one of our favorites growing up, called The Wedding Crashers. And we have invited two of the most special guests in our whole entire world to join us on this Wedding Crashers trivia adventure. I am joined by my beautiful wife, Ashley. Ashley, say hello.
Hey.
Hey, not hi or hello. She used hey. Very good, because we have those trademarked.
We're glad to have you here,
Julie, what did
Ashley.
you-
Thank you for joining us. Sitting next to me is my equally beautiful wife, and this is not at all a competition, Tara.
Greetings.
Wonderful. All right, we've all got our catchphrases. You guys are great. So what we've decided to do is we've watched Wedding Crashers. Wedding Crashers is a film that the four of us love, or at least three and a half of us love. And we've decided to do a little trivia game with it. So I'll be the host for the evening. I'll be running through some questions. We'll keep score. And the winner of this gets a very important prize, which is... Tom, what's the prize for tonight's winnings?
Apparently, the prize is you get to choose the next movie film to do another episode. Plus $50.
Plus, we
Is
need...
that in the form of a gift card?
From Julian, correct.
Like to Olive Garden or something?
Yes, it's to Olive Garden.
Tom, I need to talk with you off mic. No, I
you're
need
here in your
money.
family.
I don't want to give money away. I need money. All right, so Wedding Crashers, film that came out in 2005. If you haven't seen it, you could stick around with us, but a lot of this isn't going to make much sense. So we'll pause to let you go watch it, but Wedding Crashers, a film...
We'll wait.
We'll
It's
wait.
a 2-hour movie.
Came out in 2005. The little gift here is that Tom and I saw this film in theaters together. That is correct, Tom.
We did. I saw it once in theaters, loved it so much with my other friends. And then I'm like, oh man, I should take my other friend Julian to see this movie. And then we went and saw it. Had a great time.
We went and saw it together. We would have been in high school, and
College.
we would have been in
graduated
college. You were in college. I was figuring things out. Still on that journey. Maybe I'll go back. The thing I remember from this, Tom, is we laughed at every line Christopher Walken said. And we were
Oh,
sometimes the only people in the theater doing it. But Christopher Walken's delivery and what he did, I distinctly remember you and I just laughing at everything. It wasn't, he's not doing a joke. He's just saying a line. And we laughed hysterically.
Christopher
Ashley,
Walken is like a parody of himself in this movie. Every line is just delivered, level 11 Walken.
you've got to wonder whether or not he knew that, or whether or not it was just his acting style.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
Ashley, do you remember the first time you... Actually, off mic, let's just say Ashley was telling us a wonderful memory of the first time watching this film. Ashley, please tell us your first time watching this film.
I don't remember the first time I saw it. I can't even remember if I saw it in theaters or not. But I remember the first time I heard about it because it was before the movie was even a preview and a trailer. Our drama school teacher in high school has a cameo in this movie. And so he had a photo in his classroom of him with Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn.
Hey.
Oh,
So who is he? What did he
yeah,
play?
great question.
He is the Jewish groom in the movie.
Oh,
So
Mazel
he has
tov.
a significant one, yeah.
That's wonderful. So this was displayed
fantastic.
prominently in his classroom, or is this something he
it was-
opened it up with every year?
No, but it was it was like a small picture. It was kind of right by the door, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that's how I remember first hearing of it.
Did he have a picture of his real wedding and then a bigger picture of his fake wedding from Wedding Crashers on his desk?
He was not married at the time. I'm not sure if he's married now. I didn't keep up with him.
See, this is why I don't like
think he's
movies.
still
They're
at
all
the school.
lies.
Wait a minute. You don't keep up with your high school drama teacher?
I do not. I do not.
Tara, same question.
I mean, to be honest, I don't remember the first time that I saw it, but I know I watched it a lot of times in college. I bought the DVD from Blockbuster when that was still a thing, and they would buy their thousands of copies, and then they'd sell them off after the movie was not quite as popular. And I used to turn it on my laptop when I was going to bed some nights.
Okay, so Tom and I have a special memory. You both have special memories. It's a great film. My question to my wife is, did you purchase it from Blockbuster on purpose, or did you not return it and you were forced to buy it? Because knowing the library overdue books that we get billed
No.
currently...
This is erroneous.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
Erroneous
Using quotes already. I love
on
it.
all counts.
No, no. I purchased it on purpose from the $5 bin.
Wonderful.
You know what's funny is all those old purchases. I remember doing the same thing, Tara. You'd go and you get these old school comedies, Old School being one of them. I think is one that I also bought. All of them just collect dust. You never have the effort to actually put in a DVD anymore. I think we yanked all of our DVDs out, put it in a CD case. Still never touched it, but at least it's more compact.
I think we watched one in there one
Maybe.
time because it was a movie we couldn't find anywhere else.
You're talking to two people that just bought the Blu-ray set of Battlestar Galactica and are physically putting discs in a Blu-ray player every night. So you guys are living a different life than ours. But let's dive into the movie very quickly.
Please.
Came out in 2005, directed by David Dobkin. I don't know anything else that the guy directed. My assumption was that he did all the other comedies that Vince Vaughn was in at this time, but he did not. The Old School was Todd Phillips. But stars Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson, Rachel McAdams, Isla Fisher? Isla Fisher, like I said. Christopher
I
Walken.
just say Elsa.
My phone auto-corrected it to walk-in, like a closet. Thank you, phone. And one Bradley Cooper. And it's a wonderful movie. We've talked enough about it. Go watch it. Let's get into the questions. And how this is going to operate is I'm going to roll through some of these questions. You are going to write down your answer. We'll all reveal together. Honor system here. You're going to keep your own score. Points will be given very strictly. So there will be no funny business. For those of you that have listened to us a lot, Tom is flawless in trivia. I can almost guarantee, not that this game is rigged, Tom will not be winning tonight. Good luck, Tom. Ashley,
This
Tara.
is why you chose to ask the questions and not be a participant in this first episode. I see what you're doing.
I think you'll see my game. All right, here we go. Question number 1 in Wedding Crashers trivia. Bradley Cooper, the unsung hero of the film, the gentleman who believes the most in marriage and long-term relationships, and is charging forward towards those wedding bells. He has a first name in this film. His character's first name. Please spell it. I need you to spell Bradley Cooper's first name in Wedding Crashers. I can see the look on Tara's face, so I'm going to riff for a moment while she tries to figure this out. Because I'm not going to...
It's not Rocket.
It's not Rocket.
Raccoon.
It's not Rocket Raccoon. Tara, we're going to need you to write something. Anything. It doesn't matter. Just write something. And we're all going to reveal as Tara writes the right answer. Please reveal your answers.
The answer is Sack. S-A-C-K. Sack.
Verifying.
Very odd choice for a character name. Not Zach, which you think it should be, but it's Sack.
Do we know it's S-A-C-K? It's not like S-A-K or S-A-C?
Game Master?
S-A-C-K. We watch everything with subtitles. For the longest time, I thought his name was Zach, but now that I'm old and I watch things with subtitles, I know that it is Sack. S-A-C-K. I don't even think it's a nickname. I think his name is truly Sack.
Yeah.
Tara wrote down an answer, and it was a very good one. It was wrong, but it was a very good one. Tara, what did you write down?
I'm really bad at trivia. My memory is horrible. I wrote down Chet.
Chet.
Because I knew it was but I couldn't remember
That's
which not.
You've just lost all your Chet listeners now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize.
The
to
majority of
anyone
our
in the chat.
listeners do go by Chet or Chester or Chetterino. So thank you for that, Tara. Question number 2. You can get back in it in
Wait,
question
points.
number 2. What's that?
No, okay.
wants
Do
to
we
go
just get a single point?
Yeah, what are our
That
points
one
here?
is a single point. It was an easy question.
Okay.
Right now, just so the listeners aren't confused, Ashley got it right. Tom got it right. Tara was close with Chet, but definitely got it wrong. Question number 2. Christopher Walken. I was going to do an impression, but it was going to turn out to be a Kermit again, and I won't do it. What
Oh, boo.
is Christopher Walken's job in this film? What is Christopher Walken's job in this film? Christopher Walken, one of the greats. He has a very distinct way of combing his hair. It's what he's known for. And please reveal your answers. Tara, what did you write down?
Secretary of the Treasury.
Secretary of the Treasury. Ashley, what do you got?
I got
Treasury Sec.
Treasury Sec.
Okay.
Ooh, did not spell it all out. Could be security. We don't know what SE.
Ashley gets the
He is,
points.
so-
Tom, what did you write?
I said the Secretary of the Treasury.
Okay. You get a point for the answer, but minus point for the impression. So you're going to even out at 0 points, Tom.
That's fair.
That's a point for Tom, a point for Ashley, and a point for Tara. Everyone's on the board. Everyone's living the dream. Question number 3. This is probably, not to reveal anything about myself or who I am as a person, this is my favorite character in the whole film. What is Mrs. Cleary's nickname? What is Mrs. Cleary's nickname? She's wonderful. She's a wonderful lady.
Do you know the actor, Julian?
I do.
Trivia question right back at you.
I do. It's Jane Seymour. And Tom, what is her nickname?
Her nickname is Cat. Kitty Cat.
That's good. Ashley, did you also get...
Cat.
We see the hand motion. We appreciate that hand motion on this podcast. Tara, why don't you read exactly what you wrote since I can see your whiteboard? Let's hear it.
I wrote kitty cat. Rawr.
I appreciate the roar.
Oh, don't we all?
I wrote the roar.
Don't we all? All right, that is a point for each of you. So,
Now, Julian, do you know what Jane Seymour is famous for? What role is she famous for portraying?
yeah, it's Harley Quinn Medicine Woman.
Nice. Well done.
Is that...
I didn't know that. Ashley,
No,
Ashley
that's
said
just
I do.
medicine
Dr.
woman.
Quinn. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
Oh,
Dr.
yeah.
Well, I guess Dr.
Okay.
Quinn.
Well,
Harley Quinn was a doctor as well.
we don't know her
That's
first
fair.
name, do we?
Yeah.
It could have been Harley.
There's a whole
Ooh,
show.
maybe
I'm
it's
sure
a
she
long
had
game.
a first name.
Maybe that was one of those like Easter eggs. They were like, "Oh, we're never going to reveal her first name," like that guy's face on Tim the Toolman Taylor, or
Wilson.
who the kid in the middle was in that Malcolm in the Middle show. All secrets that shows never revealed. All right, here we are. Question number 4. It's a close one. 3, 3, and 2. And then I have 5 points because I'm the host. What does John call Jeremy the most as a nickname? What does John call Jeremy? And I'll give you a little hint. John is played by one Owen Wilson. Jeremy played by one Vincent Vaughn. What is the name that John calls Jeremy? Ashley.
I'm hopeful spelling does not matter in this question.
Yeah, I was just
Spelling
thinking
matters
the same.
in every question. That's why we have the whiteboard. Ashley, please reveal your answer. What did you write?
I wrote Baba Ganoush.
Baba Ganoush. Baba Gadoosh. I don't
I
think
wrote
that's...
noosh.
Okay,
It's an N.
okay. This is a
entirely
child-friendly
different.
podcast. So that's a third strike against Tara. Tom, what did you write?
I didn't write douche.
I definitely spelled it wrong, but I did put Baba Ganoush.
Okay, I'm going to trust you. I apparently made these questions too easy, which is fine, because the next question, question number 5, as everyone knows, is always a hard question. So here...
Can we confirm now, Tara? You got Baba Ganoush correct?
Yeah, she got Baba Noosh. Yep, everyone
Okay,
got it
perfect.
right. You guys
I
are all
just
really good at
spelled
this.
it Ouche, so he thought it's a douche.
Not a detail that
There was
we
no
needed.
D.
But here we go. All right. I'm sorry. Question number 5. You, Ashley, you, Tom, you, Tara, you crash a wedding. What is your go-to move in order to have fun and know that sulking in the corner only draws attention to yourself? The question is...
So what is our move to draw attention to ourselves?
You personally are crashing a wedding. What is your go-to move? And you cannot say sulking, because sulking is a rule. You only draw negative attention to yourself.
In a positive way.
Yeah, but draw to yourself in a positive way. That's correct. So, while you guys are writing, I am going to give you my answer, which is the right answer. I would drink. So, Tom, please reveal your answer. You're crashing a wedding. What are you doing, buddy?
Mm-hmm. I have developed a specific choreographed dance routine to a particular song that is a favorite of mine that I have performed at multiple weddings and feel like if I were to crash a wedding, I would continue to perform this choreographed dance. And it is to Katy Perry's Firework. That would be how I would draw attention to myself in the most positive way possible.
I think all three of us have witnessed this dance and this routine. Tom typically has 2 backup dancers with him during said routine. It's phenomenal. Catches a crowd. Even if he wasn't invited to that wedding, he'd be invited back to those people's second wedding. Obviously with different spouses, but that's not important. Tom, great choice. Ashley, crash a wedding for us. What are you doing?
You know, I'm just going to wear white.
Oh, bold. I do also appreciate...
I just look really good in it.
She does. She looks fantastic in white. Ashley wrote that on her board, which was very funny as well.
That's great.
I appreciate the punchline written right on there.
That's
very
incredible.
Well.
That's incredible. Tara, you're crashing a wedding. What's your go-to move?
I wrote hit the dance floor, but it's got to be with an alcoholic beverage, because otherwise I'm going to be not allowed.
And you request a specific song. We all know that Tara loves to request a specific song. Tara, what song are you specifically requesting that is your signature drink on the dance floor move?
Chumbawamba, tub thumping.
It's not that. No, probably Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ooh,
Things have gotten
like
Get
it.
things moving.
very... I thought you were going to say...
Bon Jovi?
No, I thought your go-to was to stand up and quote the lines from that Taylor Swift song when she ruins those nice people's wedding. Speak Now, something like
one?
that, I think is what it's called. Let's see. Ashley, 2 points. Tom, 2 points. Terry, you're going to get 3 points. So the board is now tied at something.
6.
Everyone's
Tied
at
6.
6s. All right. And
How many 6s?
I was just about to say 6 of them, which wouldn't help your joke, but it's 666, Tom.
Interesting.
And
Interesting how
now
you did
we
that.
get the mature rating on Apple Podcasts. Great. Question number 6. The term hillbilly followed by white trash, or white trash followed by hillbilly, is used twice during the film in 2 different scenes. Please tell me what 2 scenes the words hillbilly and white trash are exchanged. This is important because saying white trash and hillbilly to people is mean, and we are an anti-bullying podcast. Which, despite the fact that Tom beats me at every trivia and then bullies me over it and sends a note to my grandma telling me that
bully
I'm
you
not
over
good,
it.
I
hold it over you, but I don't bully you over it.
Okay, well,
Bully's a strong word.
tomato, tomato, as they say. Tom, are you ready to give your answer? It looks like everyone's pens are down. And so,
Yes, I think I'm prepared.
I'm going to look at Tom, but I'm going to ask Tara. Tara, what did you write down?
I wrote at the dinner table with the grandma. Right?
Okay.
She calls him a hillbilly.
No, that is not correct.
No?
What was your second answer?
Talking to Owen Wilson the morning after the he's very upset. No? Did I go 0 for 2?
You went 0 for 2 on those. And
me.
we're going to have to talk to the censors about the...
He uses the word.
Sure. I mean, it's a gay art show in his bedroom in the middle of the night, I believe is what it
Isla
describes
Fisher
it.
is the one who
Oh.
ties
Okay.
him down and has her way.
Okay. I apologize.
Isla.
Wow.
Isla Fisher.
It's not.
Okay. That's one of the trivia questions, how you pronounce her name, so we'll get into that.
Well, that one I'll get right.
Ashley, do you have a different answer for this question?
I do. I'm not sure if they're right. I think one's right. It's when Vince Vaughn goes to visit sad Owen Wilson.
Yep.
Owen Wilson calls him a
That's what it is.
hillbilly.
Yep. Check.
It is the moment where Jeremy is telling John that he's engaged. John is reading some John is glancing at some literature, not reading it. And
at it.
so you are correct. What is the second one,
Okay.
Ashley?
Is the second one in the divorce mediation in the first scene, the
Boom,
opening
boom, boom.
scene?
Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
ding, ding! Ashley, very good. And Tom,
Very
I'm
well
going to
done.
assume you didn't get either of those, so you'll get 0 points. And
I actually got both those. I put the lawyer scene and then the John and Jeremy reconciliation.
I've watched this movie hundreds of times. This is the first time I realized that it is a callback to the mediation where...
It is so weird when he says those two lines. Like, why is he saying that right now? But yeah, it's a very loose callback to the Dwight Yoakam mediation sequence.
Do
Do
I
you
get
know
2 points
who
or 1 point?
his soon-to-be ex-wife is in that scene?
I don't know who she is.
It's
I know
Rebecca
Dwight
De
Yoakam, the famous
Mornay.
country singer.
Rebecca
Is
De
it really?
Mornay. Yes, that's who that was.
It's like I've heard that name, but I don't know who it is.
That is a great opening to the movie, by the way. It is
Fantastic.
a
Good introduction of characters.
wonderful time. And this brings us to our next question. Go ahead,
Sorry,
Ashley.
real quick. Do I get 1 point or 2 points?
You get 1 point for that one. That was one question, 1 point, and
Two part,
What is
one
it?
question.
Okay.
two part, 1 point, and we need to keep Tara in the
Just
game.
it was a harder
so
question.
1 point for
Seemed
that
like it should be
question.
worth more, but that's fine.
Can't have you running away with it. All right. And I'm not convinced these two aren't sharing a board, in fact. So please.
You talking
Don't-
about me and Ashley? I'm hiding mine. She can't see mine.
Okay, that's wonderful. Next question, which bleeds in from the last one. What do John and Jeremy do for a living? What does
Like I said, this.
John Beckwith and Jeremy Crasher do for a living?
I think it's Jeremy Gray.
That's what I
No,
said.
one's Wedding and one's Crasher.
Thank
Ooh,
you,
that'd be pretty dope.
Ashley.
Jeremy Wedding and John Crasher.
Tara, what do they do for a living?
They're mediators.
They're mediators.
They
Tom,
are
did you get
meat
that?
Eaters.
Did
Yeah,
anyone
meat
write
eaters.
arbitrator? Because I would also accept arbitrator.
I said
No.
mediators.
Next quick question. What city would you say that this movie takes place in?
There are so many establishing shots of this city throughout this film.
All you got to think about is crab cakes and football, and it'll lead you right to the answer. Tom, what city is this in?
Well, okay, hold on. There's technically two. If you're saying, like, that's what Maryland does, crab cakes and football. So it's technically Maryland, but they do a whole lot of establishing shots of Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Also, Maryland's a state.
Okay.
Maryland is a state. So,
Okay.
boom, Julian,
So-
Geography.
game master.
So Tom, is your question or is your answer Maryland?
No, my answer is Washington, D.C. But did
I was
you
trying to
say
throw him
Maryland?
off. It's trying to throw him off
Okay.
the scent. The answer is DC. I see it on Tara's board, and I'm assuming Ashley got it right based on her directing that questioning. Next question. These are all rapid fire. What is the solution to a cash bar at a wedding? What is the solution to a cash bar at a wedding?
That one took me a second.
This
Quite
is
a move.
this is
Quite
a
a move.
little known secret. Everyone should try it once in their life and really get punched in the mouth. Tara, what is the solution to a cash bar?
Purple hearts.
Purple hearts. Purple hearts. Did everyone get that?
Which I did see, yes, and I did see that they did get in trouble for that part of the movie.
Oh, did
How
they?
so?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great question. Does this movie get made today?
No.
There are parts of it that does not get or that don't get made.
You can't make a movie about guys tricking women into having sex with them at weddings. That's not a 2022. I love this movie. I think it's hilarious. I don't think it gets made now.
Tara, I'd just like to point out we use the term making love on this podcast because we are a clean podcast.
I don't think that's what they're doing in this movie.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know, that shout sequence where they're laying those women very gently on the bed, all in the very same exact positioning, wearing the same amount of clothing, is very, very classy.
There's
and
two different
gentlemanly.
versions.
We could say having relations.
Okay.
Yes.
listen, I'm not gonna tell you guys what term. I'm just gonna stick with the term making love. And also, I've never seen this movie not played on TNT, so that's the only wording that I've ever seen them say in the movie itself. For those of you that don't want to watch an R-rated movie, go watch it on TNT. The fact that you're still with us, though, is probably concerning. During their time lying to women and tricking them into
Relations?
Intercourse? Making relations, they use several different occupations. I would like you to name 3 of the occupations that during the course of their time, John and Jeremy claimed to be. 3 occupations, or I guess personas that... personas isn't right. Occupations that they give in terms of what they do for a living. And this is a 3-point question.
Okay, I feel good about this.
And just a score update while you guys are writing your answers. I think if I'm doing my math right, Tom and Ash each have 10, and Tara, you have 8.
That's fine.
But to be perfectly honest, I haven't been keeping score over those last couple of rapid fire questions. But am I accurate, Tom?
Yes.
Thank you.
I think me and Ashley have started this far.
Too.
The best thing about having Tom as a partner is when he tells you you're right. The worst thing about Tom as a partner is when he tells you you're wrong, and it happens a lot. All right. Tom, do you have 3 occupations?
I have 3 occupations.
Let's hear them, my man.
A baseball player, specifically for the Yankees.
Lost a lot of good men.
There's a lot of good men out there doing wavy or unruly fans and trade agreements. I don't want to talk about it. Venture capitalists, and my personal favorite, owners of an emerging maple syrup conglomerate.
Tom, do you know much about syrup?
I know everything there is to know about syrup. I put my syrup on everything.
Tom wanted to take this time.
Have a bad day?
No, Ashley, what were your 3 occupations?
Oh, well, Cowboys from Arizona, even though they mention it, they don't actually use it, so I don't know if that counts.
It's on the list.
I did have... Okay. I have the Yankees player, and then I do have the maple syrup conglomerate.
On the list. 3 points. Tara.
I also said venture capitalists and Yankees player, but my third was bullfighter.
Bullfighter.
Because he describes himself as a bullfighter, and it's fantastic.
And you yourself, big fan of the bullfighting sport. You love when they put those bulls down.
I went to Spain and did not go to a bullfight for 6 months.
Okay, because you like watching it on TV. Thank you for riffing with me on that. The other
That was Tara's
jobs...
favorite part of Outer Range, though. All those rodeo rides. There's bulls involved, just not bull riding versus bullfighting.
Bull versus bull
Just
ending.
like when everyone gets
something
along.
that they don't
Yeah.
gore the poor bull at the end.
Yeah, it's better
You
if
like
they
when
gore
they
the
gore
people.
the people, yeah.
Gore the people. It's much better.
It's better.
Especially when
People
Al Gore's
have a
doing
choice. The bull doesn't.
Wonderful. The other options for this answer would have been banker, veterinarian, French Foreign Legion, Everest climber, pimps from Oakland, or, my personal favorite, folk singers from
Utah.
Salt Lake City. All right, here's a softball for you. I really thought that you guys would miss on some of these, but apparently you guys know this movie really well.
I've missed on some.
Sorry, Tara, I pointed at the camera, not at you, but it's tough to know who's talking during this whole thing. What is the name of the non-profit company where homeless people sew clothes with the wool and fur from the sheep. What is the name of the nonprofit company? This is the one that venture capitalists John and Jeremy. If it helps you, there is something happening under the table during this scene that causes this name to be into the conversation. And I'm using that term correctly. Don't be gross. And I can't riff any longer, Tara, so your confused face needs to write an answer.
So I'll give it to her another second. What I loved about this scene was, to your point earlier, Julian, I hadn't seen this movie like on DVD or on streaming that was like the rated R version since I saw it in the theaters. I've always seen the TNT version, and they do not they cut a lot out of this scene, which obviously makes sense. So watching it again, where you actually get the hand under the table and all the faces. I also want to mention that Vince Vaughn is a treasure in this movie. All of his facial expressions and like little bits that he does, like this is amazing Vince Vaughn at his best, I think.
His fast talking is pretty incredible.
Oh, yeah, this is Vince Vaughn at his most Vince Vaughniest. And then him playing with Owen Wilson, just playing off of each other is great. I had the thought, like, you have Old School, which happens a year or two before this, which is the other Wilson brother, Luke Wilson, I believe. And, like, I wonder if Luke saw Wedding Crashers and was like, Owen, my brother, and Vince Vaughn are much better together than I am. I know they're playing different characters, like Luke Wilson's kind of the wet blanket in that show, but the, yeah, you're right. Just when he's like, it feels so good. It feels just the way he goes through all of that is just so perfect. So, Ashley, please tell us, what is the name of their nonprofit?
Holy Shirts and Pants?
That is correct. Tara, what did you write down?
Ding, ding, ding.
Holy Threads. I knew it was holy. I couldn't remember.
So holy. So holy. Tom, did you get it?
I got Holy Shirts and Pants, yes.
Okay, Holy Shirts and Pants. Ashley, what is your current score, if you don't mind me asking?
14?
Okay, Tom, and you would also be at 14?
I am.
And Tara, you are at 12 then.
No.
Oh, you're at probably 11?
10 or 11.
All right, we're going to give you 11 because you're wonderful, and we believe in you. All right, next question. Should Jeremy and John go to jail? Should Jeremy and John go to jail? Are they criminals? There's only one right answer to this, and I'm not going to let my tone dictate what you write down, but please make a case for Jeremy and John.
Can you be more specific? Are you talking about their entire...
Yes. Over the course of this movie,
did they commit any crimes?
If you presented this movie in a court of law, should Jeremy and John be convicted and go to jail? Think of yourselves all as a Judge Judy, or a Judge Brown, or a Judge Reinhold. What would you do with John and Jeremy if this movie was put in front of you? All of the activities that are happening, would you sentence them to jail time? And I will. You all have this thoughtful look in your eyes, but Tom, Judge Tom, give us a ruling.
So, yes and no. Vince Vaughn,
that's not how our
he's
criminal
fine.
Justice system works.
He hasn't. Listen, Vince Vaughn not commit any crimes. He's a sleazebag. Didn't commit any crimes. However, John Beckwith, Owen Wilson, definitely committed a crime because he impersonated a waiter. You cannot impersonate waiters, man. That's illegal. Go to jail.
True. That's true.
Straight to jail.
Certainly in the District of Columbia, you cannot impersonate waiters. Otherwise, all those assassinations would happen. So
did you see the dessert he was trying to make? It was atrocious. Absolutely atrocious.
But waiters don't make desserts, so...
I don't know that was
Clearly.
the point of that, but thank you. And good point. Tom, Tara, you sending these guys to jail?
I said no. That's what I wrote down. I don't think they committed any crimes. But then I remember the Purple Heart thing, and I don't think you can wear a Purple Heart if
cannot.
you earn one.
It's called stolen valor. It's against the law.
That probably changes it, right?
Yes.
So I guess yes. Send them to jail.
Okay, she said no, but then as they were like getting their cuffs undone and the bailiff was like, "You're free to go," she was like, "Wait a second, throw the book at him." Good work, Ashley.
Yeah, I'd say if they did do the Purple Heart thing, which we never saw them do, we just implied that they did. So, based on that evidence, we can't really send them to jail on it. But I think they do a lot of good community service.
Okay.
Maybe have to work weddings. Maybe be a wedding DJ.
That's true.
Like
when
that.
Tara and I got married, our DJ was through the DJs from prison working program.
That's why yours all in
Discount.
orange.
We
get a discount.
We got a tax break. All he played was R. Kelly the whole night, and
No.
we should have known at the time. But you know, he was cheap. He was cheap, and we got a tax break. So, I hope that joke
too
made
soon.
sense. Here's the right answer. Yes, they should go to jail. The main reason, well, other than stolen valor, is pretty simple. Identity theft's not a joke, Jim. Identity theft is not a joke.
Good
But
officer.
they don't steal actual people.
They make up
Or get,
identities.
like, credit card information or anything.
That you know of. Every one of these weddings that they've crashed, they've gotten credit cards, passports. These guys are going crazy with this.
All right, I just want to ask real fast, Tom. You didn't send them to jail, right?
I did yes and no. I said half of the party should go to
Okay,
jail.
so for being a flip-flopper, you're going to get no points. Ashley and Terry each going to get a point. We're back in the game. Ashley's in the lead. All right, here we go.
it.
Real quick, we're going to hit you with a couple of Jeremy and Glory. Is her name? There's a little bit of a space. There's a little bit of a space. You say Glory. It's just how it's pronounced. Find a deep and profound love during this film. It's beautiful. I would say it's the most beautiful part of the whole movie. Sorry for that space and speech. Their height difference, however, is notable. Please choose the over-under of the height difference between Jeremy and Gloria. The number is 15 inches. Is the height difference between Gloria and Jeremy over 15 inches or under 15 inches? Jeremy and Gloria, the lovers of the film, the last wedding
I
in
know-
Wedding Crashers. Go ahead, Tom.
Well, I'm gonna wait. I know Vince Vaughn is 6'5". He's
He
a tall
says
gentleman. I
that
think he even mentions that. Yeah, he just says it in the movie, right? So 6'5". So the question is Ilsa Fisher? I'm pronouncing that correctly. Wait, sorry. I pronounced that wrong. Ilsa
Is Isla.
Fisher. This is Isla. Thank you.
Island
Is
Fisher.
she 5'2"? Is she over 5'2"? Is the question.
No, Tom, sorry. I'll read it again. The question is this. Jeremy and Gloria find a profound love. Choose the over-under of their height difference, 15 inches. That was the question. I don't know why you reworded the question. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so your answer should be either over or under. Tara, over or under?
Over.
Okay. Ashley, over or under?
Under.
Tom, over or under?
How does this work again?
Oh my
What's
goodness.
over and what's under?
Is it over 15 inches or is it under 15
It's
inches?
under 15 inches.
It's
It's
under.
under. She's got to be
Man,
higher than 5'2".
We cannot
Yes.
buy a bucket over here.
What is her height? What's her
Her
height?
height is 5'3", according to the
Okay.
internet,
I
and
thought
he
she
is
was like
6'5", according to the internet. But if we take the internet as like athletes do, she's probably only
There's a-
like 5'1", and she's adding
There's an internet
to...
margin of error.
Yes. So,
You add the internet margin of error.
Ashley, great point. Tom and you don't get any points. Tara gets a point. All right, so Ashley's at 15,
We
Tom's
don't
at
need to
14, and Tara back in the game at 13. Incredible work. You guys are doing great. All right, this one's good. This is the best question I wrote when I was not working during my job, which is, of course, podcasting. What is the name of the painting that Todd makes Jeremy? What is the name of the painting
Great question.
that Todd makes Jeremy? I'll give you a hint. Tom, do you know what my hint's going to be?
No, because I don't know the name of the painting.
All right, I'll give you all a hint. This should help dramatically. It's sexual and violent. No one laughed, so I'll say it again. It's sexual and violent, which is what he says before he says the name of the painting.
That's all I could think about.
Yeah,
I was thinking of the name of the painting. I'm like, is it called Sexual and Violent? But no, it's not.
Maybe it is. Maybe the answer's in the hint. Who knows? Who knows how this game is played? My favorite podcasts have a lot of silence in them, so allow me to
Listen,
riff
you realize
on
it's a
this.
podcast. We can edit out the silence.
Okay.
So let's have like 3 minutes of silence. We'll edit it out. We'll come back. We'll have a great time.
Nope,
Or we can,
not going to
let's
do
flip
it.
to a commercial
We're
break.
going to keep going. This is at 42 minutes and 48 seconds is when Tom's voice going to say, he's going to say, Anchor is a great way to make sure your boat doesn't move. I don't know what Anchor does. All right.
We should record an ad of
For anchors?
for an actual anchor.
We should certainly keep this in. That's for sure. All right. Tara, what?
This episode is brought to you by Amazon. Sometimes the most painful part of getting sick is the getting better part. Waiting on hold for an appointment, sitting in crowded waiting rooms, standing in line at the pharmacy, that's painful. Amazon One Medical and Amazon Pharmacy remove those painful parts of getting better with things like 24/7 virtual visits and prescriptions delivered to your door. Thanks to Amazon Pharmacy and Amazon One Medical, healthcare just got less painful.
Is the name of the painting that Todd makes for Jeremy?
I think darkness is one of the words.
Darkness? Okay. Ashley, do you have an answer?
I don't have a correct answer, but I have an answer.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I'm just gonna say naked tall man in the woods with a leaf.
That's dangerously close. Dangerously close. Only a word or 7 off. Tom?
Is it Sexual Night Terrors?
No, guys, come on.
I don't remember.
Stumped. It's
I feel like I'm
Celebration.
gonna know it when you say it.
Celebration.
It's called Celebration?
It's called
No
Celebration.
way.
Think
Never
about
would've got
that
it.
naked torso of Vince Vaughn. He's celebrating. He's in the woods. His groin is covered in leaves.
Yeah, the image is burned in my brain, but not the name.
We just
I'm
moved
keeping
into
a
a new
painting,
house.
Todd.
You
It was a
requested
gift.
that painting over our bed. That's what I don't understand. How do you not know the name of the painting that you requested?
Fair point.
It's a fair point. All right, I'm going to stump you on this one again. I just know it. What activity does Shiloh and Jeremy play every day that Shiloh lets Jeremy win? God bless him. What activity does Shiloh and Jeremy play every day that Shiloh lets Jeremy win? God bless him.
Is it tummy sticks?
There's Tom, don't ruin the next
What?
question, please.
Sorry. Oh no! I know. Wasn't Shiloh was like his imaginary friend? I don't know what this is.
No, no
okay. I
hints.
didn't remember
No
who Shiloh
hints.
was, but that
No
helps.
hints.
Well, he
No
gave
hints,
me
Tom.
a hint.
I don't know the answer, so I apparently just gave Ashley and Tara the
No,
answer.
I already had my
Here's
written down.
here's what's incredible.
Oh, nailed
Tara
it.
already had this written down. So Tara doesn't know Sack's name, but she
Can't remember
knows
anything.
what the weird imaginary friend does. Tara, what's the answer to this one?
Checkers.
Checkers.
Oh.
Ashley, did you write checkers?
I wrote checkers.
Oh man,
I
Ashley.
wrote nothing.
Pulling away. Tom and Tara are tied at 14, and Ashley's at
think we
16.
are. I don't think we are.
Tara, let me run the game, please. Thank you. May I run the game? Hot route, red 7, hot route, red 7. What does it mean? Hot route, red 7,
Wait,
7.
hey, please repeat
What
the
does
question.
it mean? Hot route, red 7. Red 7!
Please
I
keep
don't know
shouting
what
in
that
my ear.
means. Please give me the answer to what that audible means. Ashley?
Means will you please go stand over there?
That's exactly what it means.
Tom, where would you rank the football scene in this film? Where do you rank the football scene in terms of favorites in this?
I mean, it's right up there with Rudy.
He meant within the movie, not within other football.
not
the
within,
football films?
not within
Excuse me.
sports films in general, but it's up there. Remember the Titans and the football scene from Wedding Crashers. Way up there on sports movies. Good, Tom.
What I loved most about like the football scene is like Bradley Cooper's ridiculous insanity and his like little hand signals he does, and the way they like speed up the camera every time he hits Vince Vaughn,
Right.
where like he just hits the ground so hard. Oh man, just I love it, love it.
Have any of you guys seen Bradley Cooper prior to this film? Was this your introduction to Bradley Cooper? Because I'm pretty sure for me, this was my introduction to Bradley Cooper.
I think so.
Probably the first time. Well,
Yeah.
he was on Alias before this, right?
I don't know. Tara, I just said this was my first introduction to him.
He was on Alias. I'm pretty sure that was when we were in high school, so I would have known him from Alias.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, this is definitely the first time I cooped. It's my first cooping.
Tara's first cooping was Alias with J.J. Abrams, and Tom's first cooping was this film, as well as it was for me. I appreciate this scene because he's like clearly a rugby player. He's doing like rugby, weird
That
East
shirt,
Coast
too.
sports things. And then Vince Vaughn can't feel the side of his face, which is great. All right.
What is their height difference?
Whose height difference?
Vince Vaughn and Bradley Cooper. Vince Vaughn is like half a foot taller than Bradley Cooper. Is it just because he has a lower
So
center
half a
of
foot?
gravity that he's
So 6 inches.
taking him down?
Coops is probably around the, let's say like the 5'9", 5'10"-ish.
We're not going to allow him to continue to say Coops, right? That's something we're going to all shut down real quick. He's not going to be able to refer to Bradley.
Ooh, Bradley Coops is 6'1", everybody. It's
Really?
only a 4-inch difference. Yeah.
4 inches is still a pretty good difference. Vince Vaughn is solid.
Well,
Well, Vince Vaughn
it
is a bit of
depends
a
on the
freak.
situation.
Whoa, we're learning a lot. Learning a lot.
All grown up now. As the game master, I don't like being asked questions I don't know the answer to. So, Tara, please refrain from asking questions of me that I don't know the answer to, like the height difference of two characters that I didn't put in the trivia. That'd be possible.
You're asking me a lot of questions I don't know the answers to.
All right, welcome to the game. Tara, I'm not going to tell you why I know this, but I know you know the answer to this, because question not numbered is, what is nature's greatest aphrodisiac? What is nature's greatest aphrodisiac?
Is it grief?
Tara, I need you to write the question or the answer down.
You asked me! You asked me!
Oh, that's great. I wrote
Sorry,
down grief.
Actually, you know what? This
I
is
wrote
a
down grief.
conversation. This wasn't
You
actually part
literally
of trivia.
said, Tara.
I forgot Tara and I were not currently in our couples therapy session, and I was just firing off questions. That's my fault as the game master. Goodness, I hope you don't write grief because we're in trouble. But it was a joke because I was. Never mind. One of the contestants is mad. Ashley, what is nature's greatest aphrodisiac?
I don't know if I know this one. We'll just say that shout song.
Okay, all right, Tom.
It's not grief.
What did you write? You're not allowed to ask. You're not allowed to ask a question. You need to give an answer.
What is grief?
The answer is grief, according
is
to
grief?
this movie. But in real life, the correct answer is maca root or a committed loving relationship. So I would have taken maca root or a committed loving relationship. That's what I was taking as well.
I feel like this question's subjective.
I assumed we were going according to the movie.
We're learning
So
a
I-
lot.
wrong.
so I did this wrong.
When you said, Tara, answer this question, that you meant for me to answer the question.
Understood. You know what? I'm not perfect at this, so I apologize. Some people say apologizing is nature's greatest aphrodisiac. Do you think that might be on the table?
You're gonna apologize?
Oh, no, I'm not
That
going
would
to
be a
apologize.
first.
No, I'm not going to do that. That doesn't sound like fun at all. Next question. I don't know what the score is. Who is Sack seeing for his anger issues? Who is Bradley Cooper's character Sack seeing for his anger issues? And Tom, I'm going to need you to dig down deep because I'm going to call on you here in a moment, and I need you to come up big for me.
I got you.
Who is Sack seeing for his anger issues? I'm going to give you a hint, and then I'm going to throw to Tom. It's a Buddhist, but not just any Buddhist.
Yeah, I'm seeing a Buddhist about it. Not just any Buddhist. Dalai Lama.
Christopher Walken's great. Ashley, it feels like you did not get the Dalai Lama.
Well, yeah, but then you gave the hint, so I got it.
What did you first write?
What
did you first write?
What was your first answer, please?
I made a joke answer of Dr. Saperstein. Isn't that the Parks and Rec one that he always sees?
Yes. I like that.
Dr. Saperstein from Parks and Rec. All right. We'll give you a quarter of a point. Tom got it right. Tara, did you write?
That could be huge later.
Dalai Lama.
Tara wrote the Dalai
Nice.
Lama. And
How do I mark a quarter of a point? It's just one.
By the way, Ashley's been keeping score using tick marks, so when you just gave her a quarter of a point, she does not know what to do.
So I get one. I get a full point.
She gets a quarter of a tick
a
mark.
quarter of a tick point, Ashley. Come on. All right, guys. Here's the most important question of the whole game, although it's not the last question, but the most important one. What is true love? What is true love? And I will allow you to answer based on this movie's definition of true love. I will allow you to answer based on your own. If you've ever experienced true love, you can answer based on that experience. If you think you might know what true love, but you haven't experienced yet, you're hoping to one day, you can answer in that way as well. And as Tara looks at me with the same amount of disdain she looked at me when we got married, I am going to throw to someone else so that she can take her time to answer this question. Ashley, what is true love?
It's the heart's recognition of its mate or soul in another something.
We're going to go to the judges, and the judges are going to give Tom the moment to correct this.
Well, I don't know if I'm right. Who's more right? I said the soul's recognition of its counterpart in another. Or counterpoint in another. I don't know which one.
It is counterpoint in another, and it is upsetting
the soul or heart
that none of us know what true love is. Tara, did you have an answer for this one?
I didn't write anything. I knew it was the counterpoint thing. I just couldn't
She's still looking for true love.
phrase.
Still looking for it.
Doesn't bode well for this side of the camera. One day I hope you experience it.
14
And
years, love.
here's
14 years.
here's the right answer. Love doesn't exist. That's what I'm telling you guys. And I'm not picking on love. Because I don't think friendship exists either.
That's what he says to the kids.
That's a direct quote from John Beckwith. So
My first answer I was going to give was podcasting with my best friend. But I decided to stick with the movie.
Who else are you podcasting with?
No, I used to do this podcast with 3 of my other friends a couple of years ago. Oh, we had such a good time together. Oh, such a fun experience.
Negative
all
10.
right.
Negative 10 points. Negative 10 points.
And I'm out.
Ashley, if you're keeping score, negative 10 points for that guy.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm at 7.
And I quote, and I'm not picking on love because I don't think friendship exists either.
And there it is.
You, Tom. All right. Here's an easy one. Let's get you back into the game. What item does Chaz have draped around his shoulders when he meets John? What item does Chaz have draped around his shoulders? Is he holding around his shoulders when he meets John? Ashley?
I almost just blanked you right there. Tara, fill in the blank.
What item does Chaz have draped around his shoulders when he meets John?
Those would be nunchucks.
Nunchucks. Tom, did you write down nunchucks?
I wrote down nunchucks, which are actually illegal in Washington, D.C.
Oh, that's interesting. Tom?
So he'd be going to jail, too.
It's confusing
They
that
are
two
not
of you
legal
have
in
T
Arizona,
names.
though.
So,
Good to know.
Tara, what did you write down?
I got a shotgun. I couldn't remember.
Oh,
This movie would
pretty
get
awesome.
real dark real fast if Chaz had a shotgun. I
I mean,
learned
wedding.
how to spell
Shotgun wedding.
nunchucks for this podcast, so thank you for that, because I most certainly wrote nunchucks, and that's
Well, it's
not
very
right.
popular in like nunneries.
That's
They
fair.
love their nunchucks.
That's a good point.
Well, when you hit hard enough, it makes you numb, I guess. I
Yep.
don't
See.
know.
Well, but it's nun, not numb.
Well, he said he spelled it numb.
Well, that's because Julian's generally numb.
Next question. Thank you for defending me. Next question. let us move on, so I can weep on mute while you guys answer the next question. Why do the quail deserve to die? Why must the quail die?
Oh,
This
got
has
it.
probably sparked my most aggressive interest in quail hunting. What is the reason that the quail must perish?
Now, Julian, you are an avid hunter. While we are writing down our answers, can you tell us from your perspective why must the quails die?
Well, have to die. They don't have
They're
to
delicious?
die. We get the opportunity to harvest them because for a couple months out of the year, the federal government makes it legal, and I am a big federal government guy. Love them. All right. And we're going to turn to Tara, the current point leader. Maybe. I don't know. I stopped keeping score.
Ashley is definitely winning.
What is your answer to why do the quail need to die?
We're decimating the grubworm population.
Decimating the grubworm population.
Nailed it. Nailed it. That's what I got.
Ashley, Tom, did you both get it?
That's what I got. Ash, what do you got?
No, I did not.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
what'd you say?
Ashley, what was your answer?
I said they don't deserve to die. They have families to provide for. You're leaving a bunch of orphan quails around.
Well, generally,
true.
you're not
They do
allowed to shoot
travel
the
in
ones
packs.
with briefcases. You're supposed to leave the briefcase quail alone because they're the breadwinner. And so, I mean, that's just part of the hunting regulations. But
Sorry, I don't hunt, so I don't know the rules and regulations of
I
which
feel
quail
like
are allowed.
I feel like this scene and this line is one of the ones that, like, from the very beginning, first watching, this one, like, I held on to. Because Bradley
I don't know what the
Cooper
epic quail is.
is just is going 1,000, and then there's the conversation between Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson where he's like, I don't even know what a quail looks like. And, like, that whole conversation is great. The only time I think the only part of this movie I think is a little bit unnecessary and over the top is when Bradley Cooper shoots him. I feel like that's a little bit aggressive.
It was.
But
It was.
maybe the former vice president of this country saw this movie and was like, nah, all right.
Well, I think it came out in the same year that happened, right?
2006 was Mr. Cheney's hunting
Oh,
accident.
so they predicted
very
the
close.
future.
They predicted it. Here is your guys' opportunity to really show off your acting chops. The next question is,
Yes. Yes.
please do your best impression of John's voicemail message. So, what I mean by that is when you call Sad John's house, as Ashley referred to him, Sad John, or Sad Owen, when you call his house, he leaves a voicemail. Or, I'm sorry, he has a voicemail message, you then leave the message. I would like you all to do an impression of your best sad voicemail. Ashley,
I have to
I'm
go
gonna
first.
throw to you.
Well,
I'd
do
like
we
to
know
go
what
first.
what's the message?
Yes, it's
I'll give it. I'll
Go
give
ahead,
it. I
Tom.
know it. I'll give it. Okay. The arsonist has oddly shaped feet. Okay, here we go. It's John. Whatever. There we go. That's mine.
Is that what the message is?
Yeah, it's John.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
Okay, Ashley?
It's John. Whatever.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I don't know that I have the appropriate sad depths to go to here.
You got it.
I feel like
You've
Ashley
got
nailed
this.
it, but
You got to think of a dead quail.
My family left behind. His wife made dinner.
Why are
he
you
never
laughing?
came home.
Why are you laughing at dead quails?
there's a lot of quail in our neighborhood. One's not going to be missed.
His wife will miss him. Poor children.
Listen, these quail have insurance, And so if they do not come home from their jobs, the rest of the family gets an insurance payout. It's all part of the circle of life, as Simba says in
Aladdin.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the wife will probably find a new quail.
There's a lot
A better
of them.
quail.
I'm just saying. There's a lot of them.
You have to wait. Ashley, this podcast is established. You have to wait at least 7 months, I think. Or was it a
Correct.
year? What was the time?
It's 9 months to a year.
9 months to a year. All right, Tara, we have procrastinated for you. So please give us your best John Beckwith voicemail.
It's John. Whatever.
Very good.
pretty
Very
good.
good. I like
Pretty
it.
good.
You all get points.
I think Ashley
You all
won
get
that one.
points. Ashley,
I feel like you need to
get
give
a
the points
point
to a single person.
and 3 quarters for yours.
Ooh, so bonus point from your other
Oh,
quarter
okay.
earlier.
Nope, that has
Big one.
nothing. I did not take that into account at all. This was a random assigning of points. What is tummy sticks? That's the next question. What is tummy sticks? Everyone has to define tummy sticks. I'll riff for you for a while you guys try and figure out what tummy sticks is.
We have to keep it PG.
You have to keep it PG. What is tummy sticks? If someone, let's just say your child walked up to you and said, "Hey, what is tummy sticks?" You have to define what is tummy sticks. Maybe that's a bad
So I have
example.
to define it for a child?
If you're no, that's a bad example. If your mother came up to you and said, "Hey,
Oh,
I
God.
was out at, I don't know, a rap concert and I heard the term tummy sticks. What is tummy sticks? Please give your definition of tummy sticks." And as someone who looked it up on Urban Dictionary, I can tell you
Mistake.
that I am all grown up now because it was weird. But maybe it's something like the show makes it something like I don't know, violent and sexual. But maybe tummy sticks is just a game. Maybe it's just
Listen,
like-
tummy sticks is just when you're like, you play the drums on your legs or your knees or something. That's just what it is. It's just taking your hands and you're playing tummy sticks.
All right. I like that. Good. Ashley, please, your definition of tummy sticks.
So it's when two men, they lay on top of each other face to face, and they let their parts sort of like touch and slap together.
She kept it PG.
I think Ashley went to Urban Dictionary.
She kept it PG.
Can you do the sound effect again, please? Oh man.
This is good. I'm so excited we invited our wives to this venture.
There's a reason my mother quit on this podcast. Tara, we'll give you the floor, and good God, don't let us down.
I was picturing Bluey and Bingo with drumsticks on their dad's tummy.
Okay.
I like
Bingo.
it.
The podcast we should be doing, Bluey Rewatch Podcast. Thank you, Tara. And all of you, correct answers. You can have all the points you'd like. Name your value, and this will lead us to one of the more important questions that's ever been asked of our generation or Tom's generation, since he's a lot older than us. Are they built for speed or comfort? Are they built for speed or comfort? What activity does Jeremy ask John if he did? Are they built for speed or comfort? What activity does Jeremy ask John if he did? And this is a great transition from tummy sticks because, Tom, please give us the correct answer.
Jet skiing.
Jet skiing is close, Tom. You're wrong on 2 of those words. Ashley, do you know?
Motorboat. Motorboating, son of a biscuit.
Motorboat is singular. So we're looking for the plural
Motorboating.
verb motorboating, which
Well, that's not the plural of
Tara
motorboat.
wrote down. Hey, not all of us were college grads, as I pointed out in the beginning. Some of us learned our tummy sticks on the streets. I think that's how that term is used.
Ooh, it's expensive.
Not a class I took in college.
What is the number one rule of Wedding Crasher? Wedding Crashing. What is the number one rule? The number one rule, and this is one of the through lines that I appreciate in this film, is the rules that they quote. And if you go online, you can find all the rules, and I found them while I was researching this, and they are all quite hilarious. But what is the number one rule of wedding crashing? And as I see everyone feverishly writing, I'm going to remind people that if you hated this podcast, you can write us at teambingepodcast@gmail.com. If you have a suggestion for another movie we should do trivia on, which is not Wedding Crashers or Thor Love and Thunder, you can reach out to us on Twitter at Team Binge Podcast something. No, what's Twitter, Tom?
It's at Team Binge. Twitter,
Okay.
Instagram is where we're most active, so follow us on there.
That one's a little bit difficult to remember for those of us that are not educated.
Or don't use social media.
Or don't do social media. Tara, what's the number one rule of wedding crashing?
Why?
Why is not the correct answer. Was there more to why?
Never leave a crasher behind.
Never leave a
Nice.
crasher behind. She got it. What did you say?
Nailed it.
Why? Tom, did you also
And as
get
a-
that?
Yes, me and Ashley both had that. Julian, as a bonus answer or question for you, what is rule number 76?
Rule number 70. I'm sorry, what number?
Number 76.
76 is you never abandon a fellow crasher when he's wearing a funny jacket, I believe.
Not quite. Rule number 76, no excuses, play like a champion.
Oh, no,
My
Tom.
favorite rule.
Tom, you've just stepped on the last 4 questions because they all dealt with that. We're going to do 2 final questions, and then we're going to do a finish the quote round, and then we're going to be done with this
Okay.
exercise. Here is
I do
your
feel like I've gotten a good workout.
Here is your second to last question.
I'm sweating.
Yeah.
John and Jeremy, deep down, are these 2 gentlemen really here for the shallow, physical relationships that they develop with these women? Or are they, deep down, trying to fill an unfillable hole of just being the life of the party at someone else's party? I'll repeat the question. Are John and Jeremy really here to have shallow, physical relationships with women? Or are they 2 men who deep down are just trying to find purpose by filling unfillable voids in their life by being the center of attention at someone else's party?
Listen,
Tara?
these are 2 guides that are in desperate need of a void on a Wyoming ranch.
I agree.
Filling all those cows.
Yes, they
What
can
it-
follow the cows. I'm pretty sure the cows' names at this point are probably John and Jeremy.
That's fair. That's fair. As I watched this movie, I thought, when they do the sequence of them just, like, being the life of all the weddings, I was like, I don't know if it's about the women. I think it's just about 2 guys that, like, really like to have fun and want to be the center of attention. Can you imagine a stranger shoving cake in your face at your wedding and being like, and not being like, who are these guys? Like, and if they were like, oh, they're Aunt Judy's kids from whatever, I don't know that I'd be like, please sit down. We have a Peter Pan sword that we're cutting the wedding cake with. Please leave us alone.
I do appreciate the mountain of food that Vince Vaughn eats throughout like all of these wedding sequences. He's just like shoveling stuff constantly. Good for him.
Yeah, I think in most of the scenes that they show him, they're like having a lot of fun and bringing joy to others and dancing and like bringing up the life of the wedding, so you wouldn't really be trying to kick them out, or they're like making balloon animals and entertaining children, so then they're not taking a fistful of your cake. But the cake shoving into the bride's face one was a bridge too far for me. That person gets kicked out.
Interesting. Did you guys shove cake in each other's face at your wedding? I don't believe I was invited.
Somebody shoved cake into somebody's face. It wasn't me. Ashley shoved cake into my face.
I put it gently on your forehead.
Gently on the forehead. Okay, well, no one gets
Say
a
my
point
high
for
school
that
band.
because no one answered it, so that's fine. Last question of the round. Chaz rides his bike.
Well, hold on.
What's up?
Last question of the round. This has all been round 1.
Yeah, there's 3 rounds. Yeah.
Buckle up, folks.
Yeah. Chaz rides his bike to the cemetery to a gentleman's funeral, and how did that gentleman die? Chaz rides a bike to a funeral where a gentleman has died. How did that gentleman die? By the way, Will Ferrell doing this cameo in this film, just incredible. Like,
I remember watching this and seeing, like, I love the way they filmed it, how he's walking down the stairs, and it's like, it's pitch black, so you can't see his face. And then when he just steps into the light, it was so fantastic. And Will Ferrell is just the perfect role, or perfect casting for it.
he's great. I know that Mom Meatloaf was one of the big lines out of this. It's great. It's not my favorite line. My favorite line is obviously "Play like a champion." But
He really spent some time on his hip thrusting for that scene.
It's impressive.
Ashley, the gentleman that they're attending the funeral for, how does he perish?
I believe it's a hang gliding accident, but now I'm wondering if it's a paragliding accident. And also, what's the difference?
Ashley, I know you've never listened to us before, but we're not that type of podcast. We don't define things. Your first answer was correct. It was hang gliding.
Oh, I'm hang gliding. Oh, I'm dead.
What an idiot. That's how that gentleman died. All right, it looks like everyone got that one right, so here's where we're going to go into the bonus round. Since everyone is tied, I am going to quick fire off several quotes from this film. And very quickly, you are going to have to write the last word of the quote or the last part of the quote. There's going to be a series of these. I'm going to read them twice. And then I need you just to give me a quick hand up that you're done writing on that one. I'm going to roll to the next one. These are going to be quick fire. If you don't know the answer, it doesn't matter. Just put something down on paper. So,
Okay.
are we ready to finish the quote? Ashley, are you ready?
I'm ready, but I have a whiteboard. Does that count?
That counts. Tom,
Is
are
that
you ready?
acceptable? Okay.
I'm ready.
Tara, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yes, you are. Ashley, tonight...
Hold on. I need a second.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
No. Ashley, who are you playing for tonight? Why are you here? What's your focus?
I'm here to help the animals. I'm playing
Wonderful.
for the animal
Animals.
charity. Yes. And all the quails, all the widowed quails.
The decimating grubworm quails. Tom, who are you playing for tonight?
I'm playing for the Human Fund.
That's great.
Gotta
Yes.
save all those humans.
Tara, who are you playing for?
I'm just here with you.
Thank you.
Oh, she's playing for you.
The correct answer was justice. All right. Here's the bonus round. Finish the quote. Chaz, I'm not judging you because I think you're a... Chaz, I'm not judging you because I think you're in...
Whoa.
Oh,
Big clue there. In.
well, now I don't
Next
know.
word starts with a vowel.
Well, yeah, but I have a vowel, but it doesn't work.
Lightning round. Keep it going.
Oh, I know what it is.
Chaz, I'm not judging you because I think you're in...
Incubator.
Next quote. Whatever. Make me a bicycle. Whatever. Make me a bicycle.
Then a full to scale version of Wrigley Field. I don't know where to put it.
I don't know where to put it. This one will be easy because it's been talked about tonight, but I don't know how to change my plan, so it is what it is. No excuses. Play like a... No excuses. Play like a... The painting was a gift, Todd. I'm... That one's more of a phrase. The painting was a gift, Todd. I'm... Crab cakes and football. That's... Crab cakes and football. That's... I think one of my
Spicy
favorite...
meatball.
My favorite part of the football scene is when the one dude who is like nameless and he's just an extra is like praising Sack, and Sack's like, "No, you got to anticipate that rush!" Like he's screaming at him as he's like,
I do.
Yeah, he like just threw a touchdown. No, got to anticipate that rush. All right, I'm gonna say the quote, and Ashley, you're gonna give me your answer. Here we go. Ready? Chaz, I'm not judging you because I think you're in.
Oh, I don't have an answer for this one, so you probably started with the wrong person.
No.
It's
No.
innovator.
No.
I said
Let's
it.
do that again. Ashley, give me that exact answer again, and we'll see if that quote is right. Chaz, I'm not judging you because I think you're in.
Innovator.
I wanted you to say I didn't write an answer because I didn't know the right thing, but that.
I didn't, but then someone said the answer, so I took it.
What
All
were you going
right,
for?
Ashley gets 5
I'm
points.
confused.
Thanks for giving her those points, Tom. Tom,
Yeah.
whatever. Make me a bicycle.
Clown.
Clown. That's
Make me a bicycle clown.
That spiked-haired little kid. Just incredible. Give that kid an Oscar. He does a great job. Tara, no excuses. Play like a...
Champion.
Perfect. I feel like a football team or something should take that on as like their catchphrase or some sort of saying that they
Yeah,
use.
seems silly nobody has.
Ashley, the painting was a gift, Todd.
I'm taking it?
I think it's I'm keeping it.
I'm
Is it
taking
keeping or
it
taking?
with me. I'm taking it with
okay.
me. And the name of that painting, Tara, is...
Joy.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Celebration!
Celebration. All right, we're going to start this all over. We're going to roll it from the top, make sure she remembers it. Tom, crab cakes and football.
That's what Maryland does.
That actor.
Hom num num, sack lunch. Hom num 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 num.
Like Sack Lunch, that makes more sense now that you know who
Yes.
what his real name is. That character, by the way, should have been played by Miles Teller, like an early in his career Miles Teller. It would have been great. And the last thing we'll end this with, what we learned from this movie, which is that everyone won in trivia. And the main theme of this movie, Tara, to you, when you watch this movie and you dig deep, what do you learn from this film?
You can find love anywhere, even when you're doing something terrible.
That sounds like does it sound like a threat? It sounds like ominous. Like if you can't find love,
I went to go
here in
murder this guy
room-
the other day, and then I saw this beautiful woman, and I'm like, we're getting engaged.
All right, Tom. Same question. What do you learn from this film?
You know what? I learned that friendship is hard to find, and you've got to hold on to friendship, because sometimes friendship isn't free.
Yeah, that's good. It's very deep. Ashley, please do better than that. What is your answer to what you get out of this film?
If you wear a Purple Heart, you drink for free.
Boom.
Boom. If there's one thing we'd like to impart on the 4 people that listen to us, it's that right there.
Well, it's 2 now because 2 are here.
Yep.
Oof. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. You're all winners. But I'm going to let Ashley, did you have a film that you'd like to do next if we do this ever again? And this is keeping in mind that the marriages survive the release of this podcast.
Loads of therapy after tonight. But I mean, we should declare a winner. I'm quite certain that Ashley won this event.
Yeah.
I agree. I was keeping diligent score. She had 87. Tara had 86. Tom had 30. And
My negative 10 early on hurt me.
That negative 10 did hurt you. You should learn who your friends are and who not to hurt emotionally while recording.
This is why I keep you so close.
Ashley, what film would you like to do next if we were to ever do this again? And the look on your face lets me know that you've been giving this a lot of thought and that you're ready to give us an answer because you knew that you were going to win and you prepared this, much like someone who wins an Oscar and already has a speech prepared. Ashley, I am throwing it to you. What movie's next?
Well, I didn't know I'd have to pick a film now. I need to see what's available on streaming so people can watch it.
That's fair. Preferably put it on Apple TV Plus because, huge audiences there.
I mean, my first pick, I don't think anyone is available anywhere to watch. So.
Oh, what is it? Let's hear it.
What was your first?
Well, Spice World.
Spice World.
I would lose that.
We have the
film.
DVD.
We do have...
We will share the DVD with our listening audience and pass it around.
Do you own the DVD?
I own the DVD.
I
remember seeing that one in theaters.
Didn't we
Oh, I had that, and then I bought it on DVD.
I didn't do that.
Didn't we start this podcast with you guys declaring you don't put discs into machines, and then we find out at the end a twist?
But we have them for the option.
We have it. It is there.
All right. Well,
Listen, this is a spin-off podcast with our wives. They're going to do a Spice World pod, and then we'll see how that goes.
good luck. Good luck. All right. I don't think I've ever seen Spice World. I hope to God that I never do, and that Ashley,
don't
you
have
don't
to
force
watch
me
it.
to.
I mean, there's aliens in it.
In the what?
I'm not joking.
What?
Yeah, I wasn't a
Why?
fan of that part.
Okay.
Like Sigourney Weaver?
Yeah.
No, these are much nicer.
Much in the same
They
way.
don't burst out of anybody's chest.
Meatloaf's in it.
Meatloaf is a bus driver. I know that much.
You guys are not making the case you think you're making. Much in the same way that Ashley, at her current age, just watched Top Gun for the first time. I will not, at this age, watch Spice Girl World for the first time.
Spice Girl World.
I don't know what it's called. I refuse. All right. Well, I've been Julian.
I have been Tom.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Tara.
We appreciate you joining us. God knows if this is ever going to air, but we appreciate your time.
Thanks again, everybody. Have a good one.